Spoiler alerts, this is a review of the Battlefront 2 campaign single player. This is not a review of the online. If you want to see that, go see Donkey. Alright, to start off, you're this badass Special Forces Stormtrooper, Iden Versio.
Commander Versio. You must be important. Look at me.
Oh, snap. See? Badass. You've known nothing but the Empire for your entire life, and your father is an Imperial Admiral, so death to the rebel scum. Down the road, the Death Star is destroyed. Again. Yeah, that's not impossible. They literally just recently blew up the first Death Star. The Emperor dies, and he decides to execute Order Operation Take My Ball and Go Home.
Operation Cinder is the last command of our Emperor.
In other words, he wants to raze all the Imperial worlds to the ground for not being Imperial enough to defeat the rebels.
Vardos is our target?
One of them, yes.
Why? The entire planet and its people, they're loyal to the Empire.
As Iden, you start to question that you might be on the losing side.
We will do as the Emperor commands.
I don't take orders from dead men.
So you come to this mission on Vardos, and instead of escorting all those civilians out...
It's okay, we'll get you off-world. Go.
No. Don't you!
I am your commander! Stand down!
It's time to switch to the winning team.
If this is the new Empire, I want no part of it. I'm taking the orders of my commanding officer.
So you start out sneaking and trying not to be detected by anybody, but then, who gives a shit? Let's just jump in an AT-AT and destroy every fucking thing that we see. Because you go from caring so much about the lives of the Imperial troopers that you were just on the side of, to not giving a shit about them in a split second. So now, you're a rebel. Go you. Destroy your once brothers and sisters you fought side by side with. Fall in love with that co-worker Dell, that cutie pie of yours. And destroy the last remnants of the Empire on Jakku, where you try to save your father, but everybody knows that the captain must go down with the ship.
Leaving here without me.
Deserves better than this.
No, I don't, but you do, Iden. You deserve to live in peace. Go. Survive. Live.
You know, aside from the fact that the bridge is clearly still intact and he could have totally survived that crash. Now all that's left is to kiss Dell and have his babies, right? Wrong. But hey, that's not enough for this storyline. Let's skip ahead decades later to make sure that this ties in with the new movie and do some Inception shit with Kylo Ren.
Get out of my head! I won't tell you anything.
Regardless of the fact that this mission just seems out of place and added just so you could tie it in with The Force Awakens, it's actually pretty fun. Speaking of heroes, you also get to play as other heroes, and not just Iden Versio, the elite stormtrooper badass. You get to squish bugs with Luke and make another elite trooper, Dell, question his own alliances because you saved him that one time. You also find a cool compass / star map, and the only thing you can insinuate, because it really doesn't tell you, is that that's the map that leads Luke to Octu, the planet he is on in Force Awakens.
Of course there's conflict in me. I'm not blind. I know what the Empire is capable of, but what else is there?
A choice?
The rebellion?
No. A choice to be better. May the Force be with you.
Then you get to play as Leia to protect Naboo.
Theed has a defense system. Something we can use to stop the Empire.
but the storm has damaged power relays across the city. Until they're repaired, we can't activate anything.
But hey, you get to protect Del again. You know what? They should just call this entire campaign the Protect Del at All Costs campaign. Next, you get to play as Han Solo, and you know this is going to be good.
Come on, you know I'm good for it.
I don't know that you're good for anything.
What the hell is this beard? Seriously. What is that? But for the first 15 minutes, let's just have you walk around Maz's cantina. You want to go up the stairs? You want to walk down the stairs? You want to walk up the stairs again? Wait. Nope, I meant down the stairs. Then you get to see and talk to this really annoying Imperial agent.
Pleasure to finally meet you. Shh, you want to keep it down? Oh, right. Because we're meeting incognito.
But then it happens. You finally get to fly the Millennium Falcon, and this is where the cool shit is. In fact, most of the fun missions in this are the Starfighters missions.
General, we're focusing fire on raider you got is something. But its hyperdrive fails 1.22 times more often than the 2400 model.
Well, except the ones where you have to protect the Corvus for extended periods of time. More than once. Those could have been shorter. You also get to play as Lando and destroy a bunch of weapons with liquid hot magma. That's cool. Or should I say hot?
Problem solved.
Now don't get me wrong, the hero missions were fun, and I get why they're in there, but they really don't add much to the storyline of Iden, and they're more there for the fan wanting to swing a lightsaber and see their favorite characters. I enjoy them, but if the whole thing is to tie the Return of the Jedi to The Force Awakens, you really only needed the Luke mission, and perhaps build on that story a little bit more throughout the campaign. So the things I could do without? Protect the subjective missions. They like to be dragged out longer than they need to be. Also, the Walk Here missions, like the start of the Vardos mission, the Han start mission, Iden talking to Lando on the ship. While graphically and cinematically cool to look at and building to the storyline a little bit, they weren't really necessary for the gameplay. It took me about 7 hours to complete the entire game, and a good hour of that was walking or protecting something for more time than was necessary. Now, don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed this storyline. I really enjoyed playing as Iden, and having the hero missions sprinkled in was a nice change of pace and entertaining, even though they didn't really lend much to the storyline of Iden. Overall, I enjoyed it. It was entertaining, and it led into the canon of the movies, which I was hoping that it would do, and give you another perspective or point of view of the Empire that you didn't really expect or didn't really have because of the movies. All in all, the storyline was adequate, but it left you wanting more. And I get why they had the hero missions in there, and they had the storyline of a Imperial agent coming over to the Rebel and the Republic side. It was because they wanted you to experience all the different types of vehicles and all the different heroes to give you more of that entertaining feel to it.
I think we just won.
I give it 6 out of 10, whatever the hell these things are.
Take a